I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Me, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming, you know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. And it's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
É da tua conta, rapaz.
Vai se fuder, ó! Eu conto dele saber da culpa.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, me dá uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda. Ladrão, filha da puta! Vai atrás de inocente! Vai ver como vai ser contigo mesmo aqui! Eu não fiz nada! O que você vai me acontecer, caralho? Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho! Eu? Se fudeu, filha da puta! Otário! Aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, velho!
Ô, segura a porta aí!
Eu vi uma outra versão. Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou. Valeu, amigo.
you a question.
Answer him! Answer him!
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you
What
doing
are you
here?
doing here?
Hit me in the ear.
Hey, answer me! What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
Muy buenas a todos, chavales y chavalas. Voy a esperar a que este se acerque aquí para hacer... ¿Estás muerto ya? Vale. Pues eso, que muy buenas a todos, chavales y chavalas. Soy yo, soy José, ya sabéis, estáis en mi canal, el cual es el canal secundario. Del vídeo, no te me pongas a recargar ahora, puto idiota. Y no hemos muerto nada más empezar. Que eso es muy interesante. Vamos a hacer las cosas bien. Vamos a hacer las cosas bien. Pues tengo que darle aquí. Vamos a hacer las cosas bien. Ya de primeras el nota este no tendría que enterarse. Pues, para empezar. Ya me he dado cuenta por qué dispara. Vamos a dejar de disparar, el pobre ya está bien muerto. Le salen como raíces de la cabeza o se ha abierto la puerta.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Tenemos una MP5 de oro.
They had their body armor, I had mine.
Coca, dinero, María. Bueno, también se olvida. Bueno, estamos en la comisaría de los ULF, estos raros.
People raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, it sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Bueno, te caes.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, it seemed I was too.
¿Qué hablas? ¿Qué tal pasaba hasta el chaleco?
The security switch had to be in that booth. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell. And no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel.
¿Hay algo? No sé ya que se rompe por ahí.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision. This was like throwing sticks at a hurricane. I needed something with a little more thunder.
Esto más efectivo.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off. Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out, I had to keep moving.
Get this man a nearly! Got this yours, man!
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Nada por aquí.
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Payne, kill us. No hay more painkillers. Oh man, more painkillers.
About the only friend I had left in that town.
Eran prácticamente los únicos que me quedaban en esa parte. Vale, no hay nothing to do here. Ok.
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Esa la he encontrado de random, ¿sabes?
Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me.
Toda la nariz.
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Vale, pero antes de meternos ahí, vamos a comprobar que no haya nada de oro por aquí. O painkillers.
Special Forces painkillers.
La comando. Ya tenemos la comando de oro también. Aquí no hay nada.
I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance.
Vale, ya voy. Esto se abre. Sería muy chorra que no se abriera, ¿sabes? Porque siendo... Ahí hay otra pieza de oro. Es la segunda arma de oro. Solo nos falta encontrar la última pieza del lado. The Rocket Launcher.
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
No, se habla, ¿cómo? En el ojo, tú. Se le he clavado en todo el ojo, ¿eh?
Me dê cobertura quando abrir fogo. Mude de posição. Você está perdendo sangue!
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
MP5 de oro con mira láser verde. Coño. No, ahora no podré salir porque están los tontos estos aquí en medio. ¡No me jodas! Vale, ya hemos salido. Fácil. Por default.
I saw the elevator doors were open.
¿Cuál? Venga, en este.
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Que has bajado un piso y da gracia.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Painkiller. Vamos a ver. Pistola. ¿Dónde, tío? Este hace que sea más difícil apuntar, hace que sea más difícil. Pero bastante más difícil. No me jodas.
Killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Vale, no me quedo con esto mejor. 36 putas balas de mierda, ¿en serio?
AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money?
Que sí, que están todos metidos en el
If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone.
Es que no me gustan las puertas. Me gusta más atravesar cristales. Perdonad.
Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe.
Y la última ya. Puede haber por aquí. A ver si está la pieza de oro del... Mierda. Joder. Del Lau. Del Rocket Launcher. Parece que no. Es la última que nos falta por encontrar. Puta mierda, no me gustan los cristales. No, ahí va a decir, no, está ahí. No, pues es un cargador de...
I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was. 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine.
Típico. ¿Qué son esto, tío? Son como
I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
A la mierda la ciudad.
The CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me.
Ah, vale.
My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks, and there they were, my illustrious employers, 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was going to look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver.
Interesante. Ahora ya no funcionas, ¿eh? Picaportes de oro, róbalo. ¡Den por culo, cabrones! Ya. No me esperaba estos pringados aquí. Esto es una... ¡Son bolsas de María! ¡Woohoo! Painkiller, oro, algo, tío.
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed.
Quiero cierta parte de cierta cosa de cierto color. Vale,
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. That would have been too easy.
Eso habría sido demasiado fácil.
The bastards had me locked in. The doors were all locked. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
Estamos otra vez enamorados y las pistolas. ¿Cuántos ordenadores llevas uno a casa, tío? ¿Son buenos? Yes.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
Vale, pues ya sabemos quién mató a Rodrigo Branco. Branco, no Blanco, no Blanco, regálame tu pantalla. No, Branco. Aquí ha salido algo. Ah, no, encender la tele, no.
I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
¿En serio? Porque hay cacas de vaca por todos lados. ¿Te abres? No. ¿Tú te abres? No. ¿Te abres? No, espera. Mejor. ¿Tú te abres? No. ¡Corta! ¡Joder! parió, tú.
Caralho, que foi?
Ay, bitch. Vaya agujero le he abierto el carácter. No, que la mira la...
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't going to find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
La mierda la mira la... Cabrones, tío, entran ahí como si nada, hijos de puta. Oh, yo quiero de esto. Tiene la mira láser, mierda. Da igual, da igual. Es una puta porquería la mira láser, en serio. Ya estamos, tío, ponte esto. ¿No sé cuándo me acerco a la puerta? No.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
And you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Pero ¿por qué no le has matado ya, tío? No me has matado. Carga esta mierda, no tienes que ir para... No se abre. Qué susto, tú.
Espero que eu abri fogo. Avante e vamos assumir aquele posto. Tô caindo fogo. Caralho! Isso dói!
Bien.
Caralho! Preciso de guarida aqui! Me ajudem! Ufa! Vou mudar de posição!
Nunca os pongáis las armas con miras láser. Asqueroso. No. Menos mal que le ha dado la última, ¿sabes?
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. I felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else. Something buried deep in the past.
Dame mierda de esta, Dame mierda de esta. No. A ver. No. Quiero de esto, tío. No, ay. No, la pistola no. No, tampoco. No quería eso. No, la pistola no. Esto. Me ha costado, me cago en la puta. Nada de oro por aquí. Este va a recoger. Parece que no. Tampoco, aquí hay un botón para darle a los botones.
Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos. Everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Practicar tiro ahí. Bueno, circuito. What the hell? Die, bitches. Nena, munición.
It felt like I was going around in circles, getting further away from the truth. I had to find my way out of there. Special Forces painkillers.
Pero como me la líe el abuelo, tú verás. Pues quédate quietecito.
Atire nele, agora!
Oh, joder, me he cagado, ¿sabes?
Agora você vai morrer!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Painkillers. Painkillers, pero si tenemos sin tener la parte de oro de la puta mierda esa. Seguro que nos la hemos saltado. con la pistola.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
No parece morto. ¿Qué coño? Hijo de puta. Me cago en la... Ese ya no me dispara más, eso seguro.
Hey! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be? Give Rodrigo my regards!
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
What are you hoping to achieve here? You're even crazier than I thought!
Lo llevas entre ojo y ojo. Es cristal, bueno.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker!
Something funny about dying? I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? There's a good
Bueno,
fellow.
pues si se acaba ya aquí, ya sabéis like y fan porque lo digo yo, no porque tengáis que darle. Y
I was
nada,
wondering when you'd reappear out of
espero que os haya gustado el vídeo y todo
slimy
ese
hole
rollo.
you live in.
Adiós.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the crachá preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!